Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Allie. Hey, Strange Exchange. Todd, Who Dat, Clement, Olivia 2, Truth Matters, CC, Freaking McGee, Hippie Chick, Harlot. Oh, yes, I could see you, Olivia. Absolutely, I could see you. K-Braze, OCD Shaggy, Amber, Maui Girl. Hey, Maui Girl. Let me see. Daycare Mama says, I was hoping you were coming live with this. I just got off work and got tons of notifications about this. So did I. So originally I had like a true crime updates and a couple of different things scheduled. And then as I was leaving work, I had Allie and Mallory say, yo, Suzanne was found. And I was like, what? And then I was like, yo, I got to switch this up. And I cannot believe it. It is, like Maui Girl said, it's bittersweet. I remember following this in real time. And, ooh, a lot has happened. And we'll get into it. But I really started to think that the day wouldn't come. Hey, Carol Freaking Claus. I know, Aries girl. I know. I was really starting to think the day wouldn't come that Suzanne wouldn't be found. I remember Mother's Day. I remember the day that Suzanne went missing. Very vividly, actually. Drive safe, Allie. Yeah, 3.5 years. I remember it very, very vividly. Oh, strange exchange. Yeah, Shay's awesome. Shay's been sending me stuff too. She's such a help. And she navigates that Twitterverse so well. Yeah, Maui girl. And I remember Unmasked covered it so well back then. I think Allie covered it too. And ooh, I am very concerned. We'll get it. I'm jumping ahead of myself. I have a lot of feelings, as I'm sure you guys. You don't know who Suzanne Morphew is, 87? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, okay. So Suzanne Morphew is a mother of two who went missing out of Colorado on Mother's Day over 3 years ago, back 2020. There was a lot of suspicion. Hey, Anyanka. There was a lot of, you need her OCD Shaggy? Wow. Hello, Denise Satillo. There was a lot of suspicion surrounding her husband, Barry. Now, a couple of days after Suzanne went missing, her bike was found and some of her belongings, and it was placed. It seemed like it was placed. Okay. Then they executed a search warrant at their house. It was a gorgeous house. They have 2 beautiful daughters together. And then eventually these text messages became exposed. Barry ultimately got arrested, but the charges were dropped. It was this whole big mess. Right, Truth Matters, yeah. Okay, so here, let me pull up the article so we can get right into it. It's a big day, honestly. I think her husband tried to make it look like she went on a bike ride and a bear ate her. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about wildlife concern, baby girl. You're absolutely right. Thanks, Richie. 2020 VIX. There was a lot of concern, but if I remember, if it was indeed wildlife, like if a bear had gotten to her or something like that, you wouldn't anticipate seeing a bicycle neatly placed up against a tree. You would see remnants of an attack, and that is not what we saw in the spot that Suzanne's belongings were found. Hi, it's Eli. Lots of talk about wildlife, yeah. Okay, so this was published about an hour ago. Actually, not even. This was published 22 minutes ago. Well, actually, originally published an hour, a little over an hour ago, and updated 20-something minutes ago. So, remains of Colorado missing mom Suzanne Morphew found 3 years after disappearance. Again, it's very bittersweet. Happy that she is finally found, but bitter that, not found alive. It's her remains. Suzanne Morphew went missing on Mother's Day in 2020 during a bike ride. So the remains of Suzanne Morphew have been found and positively identified as the Colorado missing mom last seen over 3 years ago, according to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Morphew, 49, vanished during a bike ride in Colorado on Mother's Day in 2020. The CBI on Wednesday said that Morphew's remains were found in, hold on, Meatfoot told me how to pronounce this correctly for this live. So let me make sure. They were found in Saguache County, located in the southwestern part of the state. While this case has garnered attention from around the world, it has touched our community and the sheriff's office deeply, said Chaffee County Sheriff John Spezze. We have never stopped our investigation and will continue to follow all leads in pursuit of justice for Suzanne. Officials said no press conference is currently planned. Although locating Suzanne's remains is a critical component of this investigation and for her family, we are left with many more questions than answers, and it would be a disservice to conduct a news conference at this time, Spezze said. No arrests have been made, according to the CBI. Fox Nation's Crime Stories host Nancy Grace told Fox News Digital, "I believe this day would come. Like many, I feel deep sorrow and at the same time deep anger. There is only one thing to do: seek justice for Suzanne." Prosecutors initially alleged that her husband, Barry Morphew, murdered his wife after she made a decision to leave him, but later asked a judge to drop and dismiss the murder charges in April of 2022. Text messages from Suzanne released in June suggest she was having affairs while still together with Barry. In a March 7th, 2020 text message to Jeff Libler, described by the Denver Gazette as a high school flame, Suzanne wrote, "Nobody loves you like the way I do. I crave time with you. I crave the feeling I get when we connect, physically or emotionally. You're my guy, always." Iris Eaton, Barry's attorney, said at the time her client did not know about Suzanne's 2-year affair with Libler, who she claims hasn't been fully investigated by law enforcement. The text also revealed Suzanne believed her husband was having an affair in an April 24th, 2020 text to Barry. "Oh, I'm sure your mistress has you all happy now, so you can say you love me, but bully me when you're with me. Yeah, that's love," she said to Barry over text. In March 2020, Suzanne texted Barry saying they needed to figure this out civilly. Morphew filed a lawsuit against prosecutors on May 2nd, with his lawyers arguing that he suffered the indignity of being wrongfully arrested, jailed, and prosecuted for a crime he did not commit. 11th Judicial District Attorney Linda Stanley told Fox 31 Denver in a statement, "The potential filing of a complaint against an attorney is not equivalent to the attorney engaging in any misconduct, and anyone can file a complaint against a lawyer with the Office of Attorney Regulation Counsel." So that was that article. How crazy is it? So, the timeline of the case is May 10th, 2020. Suzanne Morphew is reported missing. On May 11th, 2020, search crews are called to the area she was believed to be in near her Chaffee County home. On May 15th, 2020, items belonging to Suzanne were found. On May 17th, 2020, Barry, the husband of Suzanne, shares a video with the public asking for help with finding her. May 19th of 2020, authorities searched the Morphew home. May 22nd of 2020, a separate residential property is searched where a concrete foundation had just been poured. May 5th of 2021, Barry Morphew is arrested. April 18th, 2022, murder charges are dismissed. And then September 27th, 2023, CBI announces the El Paso County coroner identified remains found in Saquatch County as belonging to Suzanne. Hi, Shay. Hi, Violetta. I'm curious if they're going to be able to determine a cause or manner of death. It was the house huddle, yes. It's confirmed and identified to be Suzanne Morphew. Oh, Cece, did you gift a membership? Thank you so much. Oh, and Olivia too. Thank you for all you do, Melissa G. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Sorry, I was on a different screen, so I didn't see it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Cece, for gifting the 2 memberships. And congratulations to the recipients. It is, Maui girl. It is crazy that it only took 5 days to confirm it was her, but that does give me hope that they're able to determine a cause of death. Because what would be unfortunate is to come this far and to find her remains, not to minimize, listen, thank the Lord her remains are found. But it would be truly unfortunate to never have the answers, to not know what happened to her, therefore not hold the person accountable who did this to her. Well, actually, you know what? Now, when this video came out, of Barry pleading for his wife's return, this was the first indication that Barry could potentially have involvement. I remember when I remember it like it was yesterday. This, and I'm going to show you guys. This video came out. Suzanne's husband, Barry, pleading for his wife's safe return, and it just did not sit right. It did not resonate with us, and still to this day, I don't like it. So I'm going to play it for you guys. Take a listen. Let me know what you guys think. So we can look. Shay, thank you so much. That was really, really kind of you. Thank you. Shay gets a 10 membership, so congratulations to anybody who had received it. Thank you, Shay. Hey, Musicity Mom. I have missed you too. It is so lovely seeing you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Shay. Thank you. Okay, so take a listen and let me know what you guys think.
Suzanne, if anyone is out there. Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. And I want you back so bad. Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. And I want you back so bad.
Right, Jordan? You get like that Watts on the porch type vibes. Oh, Suzanne. It's like Claus. 3 more months and our beautiful baby will be born. What will we name it? Thank you for being a member for 6 months, Claus. It's like whatever they want. I'm telling you, I remember it always creeped me out too, Jenna. When this first came out, we were all like, no, oh no, there's something wrong here. Like the body language analysts were going crazy. Yeah, he's like, your girls need you. He was doing distancing techniques. It was just, yeah, whoever has you. Yeah, that's Barry, Musicity Mom. So that's her husband. And this was right after she went missing. So this was really the first that we saw of her husband. And everybody's red flags just went up. They were like, I'll play it again.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. And I want you back so bad.
A lot of blinking. However much they want, I'll do anything. I don't know. It is interesting, Shay. Again, I love like listening to the body language analysis and what they explain. And they like even with the blinking, the choice of words. Oh, it was really interesting listening to them how they break it down. Right. It's and he made sure to say, your daughters need you, not me. Your daughters need you. And exactly, Callie. And he's shaking his head no. So while he's verbally saying the words, he's shaking his head no because your body is physically disagreeing with what you're saying. Oh, yeah, Maria? Yeah, people were not happy with this at all. Not satisfied. And then do you guys remember anybody who's following this case? Oh, and I don't remember the exact details. So I apologize. And if you do know in the chat, just say it. But it was something about him, because with his work, it was something about him doing an odd job and checking into a motel or something, and one of his employees had checked into the room like right after him and said that there was like a very strong smell of bleach. And Barry said it was like from the pool, except the pool was closed down from COVID. It just weird things. He was at the hotel in Bloomfield. Yes, Jordan. Well, the chlorine, Amber. Chlorine. Yes. Yes, Jordan, yes. I know, right, Cece? Doesn't it seem like all the crazy shit happens in Colorado? All right. And then, so we have she is in a very difficult spot. Prosecutor says about suspected location of Suzanne Morphew's body. It could be months or even years before prosecutors have enough evidence to prove Suzanne Morphew was murdered and bring the case to trial. That could be a long time. It could be quick. It could be long. It depends on a lot of our investigation, said 11th Judicial Deputy District Attorney Mark Hurlburt in court Monday. In one of the boldest statements made in open court regarding the struggling case, Hurlburt insisted the investigators suspect they know where her body is located. She is in a very difficult spot. We actually have more than just a feeling, and the sheriff's office is continuing to look for Miss Morphew's body, he said. The hearing was called after Barry Morphew's attorney requested to keep records in the case sealed indefinitely. Prosecutors in March 2022, before the case was dismissed, filed a motion to admit statements Suzanne Morphew allegedly made to her best friend about the couple's failing marriage. Earlier, defense attorney Iris Eaton accused prosecutors of operating on a hunch in going after Barry Morphew for first-degree murder. Park County District Judge Amanda Hunter ordered the records to be unsealed, but as of Monday afternoon, they had not been made public. Once unsealed, they could shed light on Suzanne Morphew's mindset as she poured her heart out to her best friend, Sheila Oliver. 3 months before she vanished from the couple's remote mountain home near Salida, Suzanne Morphew, 49, was planning to leave Barry Morphew, her husband of 25 years. The conversations, which revealed her spiraling marriage to her best friend, would have been crucial to the prosecution's case had it ever gone to trial. Morphew's thoughts were recorded on text on a spy pen and relayed to investigators through the memory of Oliver. The two met while they were students at Purdue University and remained close. Still, the public heard some of those conversations during Barry Morphew's August 2021 4-day evidentiary hearing through testimony of FBI Special Agent Ken Harris. The details of Suzanne Morphew's alleged comments to Oliver provided below came from Harris's testimony in open court. Heartfelt communications for Morphew strengthened the prosecution's theory revealed in the evidentiary hearing that Barry Morphew had reason to kill his wife Mother's Day weekend 2020. In motions filed a month before Barry Morphew's first-degree murder trial was scheduled to begin, the government wanted to get them admitted. But just because Suzanne Morphew's body was missing, the case was dismissed without prejudice April 19, 2022. Prosecutors felt they would have a better chance of convicting the father of two if they waited for stronger evidence. To dismiss a case without prejudice means that the case can be retired. Morphew's attorneys specifically wanted the court to keep the case's pretrial records under wraps in order to protect Barry Morphew's constitutional rights. Morphew became a free man when the case was dismissed, but his attorney said he's struggling to get his life back to normal. One of the motions Eaton wanted kept from a potential jury's eyes was a request by prosecutors to allow Suzanne Morphew's words about her failing marriage to be admitted at trial. During Monday's hearing, Eaton argued that revealing Suzanne Morphew's frame of mind about her marriage would be bad for Barry Morphew as he attempts to make a living and restart his life after 3 years of being the only suspect in her disappearance. There is a cloud of suspicion, unfortunately, that's hanging over Mr. Morphew's head as a result of the prosecution's continued statements that they have a hunch that he had something to do with Mrs. Morphew's disappearance, Eaton said. She called the prosecution's words in pretrial motions untrue, inflammatory, and prejudicial. Hurlbut said that except for one erroneous instance in one of their motions, everything filed has been the truth. We are going to continue to look for her body, said Hurlbut. We are simply trying to get this case prosecutable, whether that is against the defendant or against somebody else. At the time of her disappearance, Suzanne was having a long-distance affair with a high school flame and wanted to leave Barry to be with him, according to the evidentiary hearing. Morphew and Jeff Lieber, a Michigan father of 6, saw each other several times and fell in love. The affair was discovered when law enforcement found a spy pen in Suzanne Morphew's closet, which she purchased to place in Barry's vehicle because actually she suspected him of having an affair. In text messages and conversations relayed to investigators by Oliver, Suzanne wanted to leave her husband, who she felt was turning their 2 daughters, Macy and Mallory, against her. He pulled Macy in again and left. My heart hurts for her, Morphew texted. At the time, Macy Morphew was still in high school living at home. Her older sister, Mallory, was in college. Other statements revealed in the motion show Morphew felt her husband was too controlling and unstable. She described him to Oliver as narcissistic. Suzanne's phone was never found, but prosecutors were able to pull up her text messages by searching Oliver's phone. Barry has maintained his innocence in Suzanne's death since the day she was reported missing on May 10th, 2020. After nearly a year of investigation, Chaffee County sheriffs arrested Morphew in connection with his wife's murder. He was released on bail the following September after his preliminary hearing when 11th Judicial District Judge Patrick Murphy ordered him bound over for trial. One instance during Monday's virtual hearing showed how hard it is to control the curious public in a high-profile case. One of the people listening into the hearing identified publicly on the WebEx as Barry killed Suzanne. Eaton interrupted and Judge Hunt removed the unknown listener from the proceeding. So, okay. What do you guys think? It's so crazy to put a spy pen. What the hell? Like, what does that look like, a spy pen? I think he was absolutely having an affair. It goes to show you, though, you could have the money, you could have the house, you could have the family. That does not mean you're going to be happy. Oh, Cece, thank you for gifting another membership. And congratulations to Brandy Wine and True Crime. Yeah, that ear is definitely infected. Don't look at that. That's a good point, Brandy Wine. It was a super quick identification. You wonder if she had something with her. Well, her phone hadn't been found, but if she had her phone, I feel like they would have been able to find her body if the phone was on her person. Jenna, it said just there in that article that they didn't have her phone. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Delene. Oh, thanks, Shay. So here. All right, hold on. So this says the Suzanne Morphew timeline. So on Mother's Day, a neighbor called 911 to report that Morphew had gone for a bike ride and never returned that day. Midday, Suzanne, 49, went missing from the Maysville area in Chaffee County. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation and FBI joined the search. May 14th, items were discovered. Investigators discovered an item that could possibly belong to Suzanne while searching near Maysville. May 17th, a $200,000 reward was offered. A week after his wife's disappearance, Barry posted a video on Facebook set up to share updates on the search for Suzanne, pleading for her safe return. May 17th, Pueblo County Sheriff's Office dive rescue. Team searches water sites in the area where it's believed Suzanne went missing. On May 19th, rumors begin to swirl. CBI tells Denver 7 that they could not confirm that Morphew's house was being searched, but said it is being held as part of the active investigation. The search warrant has been sealed by the court. May 22nd, authorities search an area east of Salida off Highway 50. The Chaffee Sheriff's Office said the area is a residential property and the owner is fully cooperative and is not connected to Suzanne's disappearance. May 24th, the Salida search ends. July 9th, another search. Investigators at the local, state, and federal level returned to the Morphew property west of Salida to search for any new information. 600 tips are called into the hotline as of July. The case goes quiet for months. This case remains very active as more than a dozen investigators are aggressively working this case on a daily basis, says Chaffee County Sheriff John Spezze. On September 24th, Suzanne's brother starts an independent search. I'm literally just there to search. I need to find her, need to bring her home, give her a proper burial and closure for my family. And that's my point. I'm not about finding somebody guilty or trying to inflict punishment on anyone. That's not my job. That's the law enforcement's job. On May 5th, 2021, Barry was arrested. He is arrested on multiple charges, including first-degree murder, almost a year after Suzanne was first reported missing. 1 year later, Suzanne had not been found. Suzanne's brother refuses to give up hope to bring her home. He believes that Suzanne never got on a bike the day she went missing. He says, "My sister was murdered." May 18th, 2021, Barry was charged with 2 more counts. So Barry is now accused of tampering with the deceased body between May 9th to 10th of 2020 and possession of a dangerous weapon in the case of involving the alleged murder of Suzanne. April 19th, 2022, a Fremont County judge grants the prosecution's motion to dismiss the murder case against Barry Morphew without prejudice. The prosecution listed 2 reasons for asking for the dismissal: the belief that Suzanne's body was buried under heavy snowpack in April, and the judge's prior ruling that the prosecution couldn't call most of their expert witnesses, meaning they believed Suzanne's body would need to be found in order to try the case. April 18th, 2023, the attorney representing Barry calls for an investigation into the 11th Judicial District Attorney and the 6 other prosecutors in that office, citing a pattern of unethical conduct. May 2nd, 2023, Barry files a federal civil rights lawsuit on Tuesday seeking $15 million over his arrest and first-degree murder charge in 2021. Then, currently, September 22nd, the remains of Suzanne are found in Saquoc County, according to the CBI. CBI said human remains were found during an unrelated search on September 22nd around the town of Moffat. The remains were confirmed to be Suzanne's on September 27th. That's so crazy. Hi, Katie Rose. That they were doing a different search and then happened to find her. Hey, Foxfire. Michelle, hi. Hi, V Slims. Hi, anybody who came in when I was reading. Sorry, I'm on a different screen when I'm reading. Thanks, Wolfie, for gifting 5 memberships. That's very kind of you. And congratulations to anybody who got one. I don't know. I just really hope. And the 2 daughters, guys, are standing by their dad. Well, they were standing by their dad up until the last I know. Yeah, Foxfire. I really did not think that Suzanne was ever going to be found. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't. I had lost hope regarding Suzanne. I didn't want to, but I did. You think so, Dreamscape? I just really hope they're able to still determine a cause and manner of death. But the level of decomp, and God only knows the conditions that she was kept in, I can't imagine that being an easy feat. I didn't expect this today. I really didn't. If the body isn't concrete, I don't think they would have found it as easily, Angel D. I mean, obviously it's possible, but I don't think they would have been able to identify it that quickly. I could be wrong, obviously, but I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with how a body decomposes in concrete. I'm not familiar with that process. You think so, Michelle? Do you think Barry has involvement in this? Yeah, Michelle. Yep. They absolutely have a much stronger case now against Barry. I know, sweet crazy. Yeah, he was arrested 87, but it was dropped. Okay, so May 5th, 2021, Barry is arrested and charged with first-degree murder. But in April 2022, they drop it. They dismiss the case without prejudice because they would really need the body or stronger evidence. So I'm curious if not only the discovery of her remains, but something about her remains also ties to Barry. Michelle, I see what you did. I feel so bad for the daughters. But when I saw them, I remember, no, you're good, Michelle. When I saw the interview of them standing by their dad, I mean, obviously I'm sympathetic towards them because I can't imagine how hard of a situation that's gotta be. But I don't know, man. That's your mom. But I could understand being in denial up until you can't be in denial anymore. Yeah, if it's a gunshot, if it's a gunshot, GSW, and her remains still have a bullet, that could absolutely link back. Yeah, they found her on accident while searching for someone else. Well, thank you, Cece, again for gifting a membership, and welcome, Tony. I always thought it was strangulation, but that's based on nothing. Actually, you know what I think I'm basing it on? The psychic reading back years ago. I think it was Reverend Donna Serafina. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And I think she had a vision of her in the bathroom and then a fight taking place or something like that. So my guess is not based on actual information versus just taking a shot in the dark. I did, Michelle. That's a first. That's okay, Musicity Mom. We're all at our own opinions. But I had watched her years ago when the case was first happening, and she had done a reading, and I think it was something about a fight happening that had maybe started in the bathroom or something like that, and strangulation. Not basing a guess, I'm saying like in my mind I had it as strangulation, but I think that was the original thought. It traces back to that. She was spot on during the Vallow case, so I'll give her that. Whether or not like you're into her or not, that's totally fine. But she did a spot on reading for Vallow before the kids were found. Yeah, I don't honestly, Harlot, I do agree that I don't think they shouldn't have gone forward with charging him unless they were certain that they could, fairly certain or confident that they could convict him. Hey, Ellen. Well, that, to be fair, Foxfire, that's if Barry is the one who did it, again, I agree that Barry is extremely suspicious and likely is involved in this, but we don't know yet. Pumpkin, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Not 7 months, 17 months. Just stopping by to say hi and love you all. Thank you so much, and it's so lovely to see you. Love you, miss you. But this is going to be really interesting to see as it unfolds and as we get more information. And so I look forward to it. And so like I said, it's a bittersweet day. I'm glad that she has been found. I just wish she was found alive versus her remains. So the next thing I'm going to hope for is that a cause and manner of death is able to be determined, so that she could get some justice and some answers. Me charging and I can't remember what's doing. Yeah, he can, Jenna. And I hope, we can get some answers. But I also wanted to talk with you guys today about a missing persons case. Mallory had actually brought it to my attention. It's really interesting. It's pretty sketch so far. But I want to have enough time to discuss it with you guys before she goes live, because she goes live in 30 minutes and I want to be off in time. So I want to hop on over to this case. Well, to this missing person case. So Allison Urali is a beautiful, beautiful missing Denver woman. And she's missing under very peculiar circumstances. And so I want to get her name and face out there for anybody who is in the area. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that this is going to be a happy ending, but it's not looking too good so far. So let me talk to you guys about what the circumstances are and what's going on. So this is Allison Urali, and she went missing 5 days after her Mexico trip. Okay, look how pretty she is. First of all, she is adorable. Isn't she? She is beautiful. She does. I think it was her friend said she looks like a very young Rachel McAdams. She's the cutest little thing. So it says, a Denver woman has been missing for 5 days, having last been seen in San Diego, where she reportedly traveled with her fiancé. Allison Urali, 28, has been missing since September 22nd, when she went to Mexico with her fiancé. Concerned friends and family have been posting on social media in an effort to try to find the missing woman. She's been out of contact since last week. She was en route to the airport when her mother and I last spoke with her. Any and all information helps, Miss Urali's friend Kenzie wrote on Facebook. Miss Urali was last spotted at Target in San Diego. She added that a missing persons report was filed for Miss Urali with the San Diego Police Department last Friday. Her mother, June, posted, "Please help find my baby girl. Thanks for your love and support. I won't be able to respond if you reach out to me. Please understand. Share this post. If you have any information, we'd love to know." The missing woman has been engaged to David Zimmerman since May 2022, according to Facebook. It's unclear whether people have been in contact with Mr. Zimmerman. So again, last seen at Target. We'll get into that a little bit more after I'm done reading this. Last seen at Target in San Diego, California. She is 5'5", around 120 pounds. Currently has brown hair, but she's constantly changing it. Brown eyes. Gorgeous. Her profile also says that she attended Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado. According to a flyer posted by her friend and her mother, Miss Urali is 5'5", weighs 120 pounds. She has brown eyes and was last seen with brown hair. But a friend pointed out that her hair color often changes. Another friend posted photos of Miss Urali on Facebook, writing, "I care so much about Allison and want to do anything I can to help. Allison is like Rachel McAdams in the early 2000s. She has many different hair colors and it always looks amazing on her. This is Allison's last known hair color and pictures of her prominent tattoos for identification purposes. Please be okay, sweet girl." The Denver police told The Independent, "We do not have any cases involving that individual. The San Diego police confirmed its missing persons unit is investigating the case." Okay, so apparently this is where it gets a little bit confusing. She was found Wait, she was found? I just checked the group right before I went live. What do you mean? Oh my God, 6 minutes ago. Post it. Dude, Allison has been located. Earlier this afternoon, Allison was located alive at Target in San Diego, and members of the San Diego Police Department were dispatched to the scene for assistance. Allison's fiance's whereabouts at this time are unknown. Allison is receiving medical treatment, but most importantly, she is alive. There are obviously many unanswered questions in this case. It is up to the families and law enforcement to decide what additional information will be released, if any. Allison's loved ones extend their heartfelt thanks to everyone who's helped raise awareness, send in tips. Please respect the family's privacy as they navigate their next steps. I'd like to thank everyone. Okay, wow. All right. Well, you know what? That is good news. I swear, though, guys, I checked this group 5 minutes before I went live, and she was not found 5 minutes before I went live. So there's that. But I am not upset. I am happy that she's found safe, because there is not many times where there's a happy ending while covering cases and trying to bring attention. I'm just a little confused how she was found at the Target again, but okay. Either way, that's great. I'm happy. And thank you guys for bringing my attention to it. CC. It is. This is true crime crazy. Well, sometimes I'm like, I just checked the group because I wanted to check if there was any like new updates or anything. So when I came live, I could bring you guys the newest information. And I'm like, trust me, I'm like, what happened in the little hour that I've been live? Damn. Hey, Becky P. Yes, it's very good news. So wow. All right. Well, that's amazing. No, but you know what, Crime Soothin'? I had to look into that because I used to follow that case just by my, on my own, not cover it, but just follow it. And I saw how there was developments and things going on with it. Suzanne Morphew has been found, Carrie Ann. Which is, her remains have been found. I'm sorry. Her remains have been found. And Allison Urali, who was a missing girl, has been found alive. Me too, Richie. Yeah, I'm not complaining, Crime Soothin'. I love answers. I love getting the answers. Even with JonBenet Ramsey, there's new, and that's one of the things I was going to discuss originally on my live tonight, is there's new evidence in the JonBenet Ramsey case, but then I switched it over when Suzanne was found. But there's a lot of things happening. I'm still really hung up on the Richard Allen stuff. I can't wrap my head around it. I have I don't know, man. Like, what they're proposing is just so deep, and I'm not open to it, but I don't think I can make up my mind until we have access to more information. Very odd, OCD. Very odd. Yeah, K-Braze, absolutely. Colorado, I'm telling you, there's something in the air in Colorado. Hey, Chit Chat. How are you? I know. Bittersweet, Chit Chat. It's bittersweet. Very, very bittersweet. Like we were saying before, I just really hope that they're able to determine a cause and manner of death. I absolutely, Becky, that's a great question. Becky says, do you think Barry will hold a memorial service with the daughters in attendance? I absolutely do think Barry will. Barry seems like the kind of guy who would do exactly that. He seems like the kind of guy who would do exactly that. I'm waiting to hear from Suzanne's brother. Suzanne's brother, has spoken out a lot and has led a lot of the searches and has been very vocal that Suzanne has been murdered, has been very vocal that Suzanne never went on a bike ride. And so I'm really eager to hear what he has to say. But I don't think the girls are gonna... Hi, Snot Rocket. I don't think the girls are gonna turn their back on their dad until it's really proven he's responsible, if he is responsible. Yes, he did, Chit Chat. They don't... OCD, as far as I know, they don't really have anything too solid, versus they have motive. They have Suzanne's text messages that show Suzanne having an affair, that show, hello, my fellow Jade, that show Barry having an affair. They show Barry doing strange movements after. It's very circumstantial, but majority of cases are circumstantial unless there's somebody who bore witness to the actual murder itself. It's going to be circumstantial. But they were waiting. They dismissed it with prejudice, and so there's a very good chance and likelihood that they are going to file those charges again. Good night, Richie. Like I said, we came this far, found her remains. That is amazing. That brings me so much comfort to know that she's not out there lost, alone. But I really hope that they're able to determine a cause and manner of death, and that she's able to get justice and some answers too. So the person who did this to Suzanne is held accountable. Absolutely. Yeah, just don't cheat. I never understood cheating, honestly. Like, just leave. Okay, crime sleuthin'. Enjoy dinner. Yeah, for her daughters. Well, it's just the idea of, like someone's body. And I know, like, some people are like, good night, change exchange. Some people are like, well, once that's just your physical vessel, you're no longer in there. I know, but like, I just imagine your body being buried or whatever the circumstances, and the answers and what happened to you is buried or hidden away with it and trapped, and nobody's ever going to know. And so finding her remains, that's a huge thing. And it's great news. It's great news, Tracy. And now I just hope her story can be told also, knowing what happened to her, because I'm a big advocate for, in order to have justice, you have to know the truth. You have to know what happened in order to get justice. And Suzanne's story needs to be told and known for Suzanne to get justice. And I really hope that that's possible. But given that it's been over 3 years, and I don't know the conditions that her remains were kept in, but with decomposition alone, that's not, it's not in her favor. But science is amazing, and there's always a chance. Yeah, now they can have closure. The families. Neither can I, Harlot. Neither can I. I'm hoping, Chit Chat, that her remains will be her voice. I really, really hope so. I really, really hope so. Well, it could be, Becky, I could imagine it in phases. So it could be closure in regards to one phase, but it's just the beginning of another phase. So closure in regards to she's no longer here on this earth. You finally have the closure of, you knew she was no longer here, but you didn't know she was no longer here for sure. So you finally have the closure of knowing for certain that Suzanne is gone. But with that closure also starts the beginning of a whole nother phase, what's it called? But malicious intent is going live in 9 minutes, and she's going to be doing just like a true crime discussion with, originally I think she was going to do like just like a variety of this topics, but now I'm pretty certain she's going to be discussing Suzanne because this is big news. So I'm going to be heading over there when she starts. I think Nightbot has it in under Mal. Let me see. I'm going to drop the link, Sweet Crazy, 1 second. No, not that. That's Crime Time with Mal. She's good too, but no, hold on. I'm forgetting my Nightbot links. Might be Mallory. It's Mallory with malicious intent. There we go. So right over here, she's going live in 8 minutes, and like I said, she was gonna be doing just an overall true crime discussion with a few different cases, but I'm sure she's going to be leaning more towards Suzanne now that her remains are recovered. So I'm going to hop off because I want to be over there in time to check her out. But I will be on tomorrow. I want to discuss more of the Delphi stuff because I've been really just stuck on it, and I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about things. And I don't know, I haven't been able to like kind of push forward yet. I think I'm still in a bit of a shock phase. And thank you, sweet Melissa. I think I'm still in a bit of a shock phase. And I know, Chit Chat, and I haven't been able to like process it. I haven't been able to process my emotions with it. And so I'm trying to, but I don't know how I feel about it. And so I still want to discuss some things with you. And then I found some things and I was shown some things, and I still want to break it down and discuss it with all. So I will be on tomorrow night. And so I hope to see you all there. And then I hope to all see you all over at Malicious Intents in a few minutes. So thank you all so much for being here. It is a good day in regards to true crime. So happy that Suzanne's remains were recovered. And I'm so happy that Allison was found safe. So thank you all so much for being here with me. I will see you over at Mallory's. If not, I will see you all tomorrow evening. So have a lovely